The most valuable thing I've got from working with Action Coach, I think, is enjoying running my business again. I realised that I needed to look at various aspects of the business, which I've been trying to do alongside running it operationally. But it was just quite difficult to focus in on exactly what I should be looking at. I did a lot of analysis on facts and figures, but to translate that into actions I found quite tricky, and that's where it's really helped. I think we would have carried on ticking over. We probably, as I say, with the changes in personnel, I would have been able to look a bit more at the marketing and other kind of strategic projects, but I wouldn't have had the confidence to go at it in the way that I have, and with the idea of we can achieve a lot more than I maybe would have thought on my own. I was much more able to concentrate on running the business strategically, and I just needed a bit of guidance in terms of where to focus my efforts to get the best results for the business. We'd really just been ticking along, doing what we did and maybe getting a few new products in along the way. What I didn't realise at the time, but what has happened, is you set your vision and your goals, and that trickles down through the team. And I don't think that's something I would have really cottoned onto on my own. As I say, we've been doing it just under a year. The change in the team dynamic has been pretty astronomical. I've been quite gobsmacked by how we've managed to get people bought in. We trickled it down first of all through the sales team and then the management team. Now it's gone through down into the factory, and it's exciting, an opportunity and a challenge. But that's been really good. And then in terms of the finances and cash flow, that we just seem to be in a more comfortable position. I'm enjoying it a lot more. I wouldn't say I've got any more free time. It's quite hard work in the early days. Partly because you're letting go of the role that you have been doing for many years and watching someone else trying to get to grips with that. And then there's a lot for me to be getting my head round and doing, but I am enjoying it more. So, okay, gross profit, we were tracking around about 22–24%, but this year we've just gone to 26.9% at the end of the year. Net profit, we were going around 2.5–3%, and this year the final figure is 5.3%. Turnover, the numbers are quite big, so I won't say those, but I can't work them out, but 12% is the increase in the revenue. I mean, I work in Leicester and live in Nottingham, and I found myself looking at an empty commercial property in Nottingham the other day thinking, ooh, Nottingham branch. But you know, your head is just somewhere where 18 months ago you're too exhausted to even think about it. So yeah, definitely. We had a sales coach in before working with the sales team, but he was very prescriptive and he just delivered what he delivered, whereas Action Coach is much more flexible, and they'll look at your business and see what you need and then help you along your specific route rather than just delivering one product. Because of Action Coach, I can see where we're taking the business in the next 5 years, how we're going to get there, who we need to get there. Much more goal focused, and planning is a big thing that we do now that we never used to do before.